Good afternoon, everyone. It's Carol here from aquahaven747.com. In today's video, I wanted to share with you some spring cleaning tips. Now, you might wonder why you should even bother spring cleaning or what it's all about anyway. And to make it very simple, spring clean is basically just deep cleaning your home. And yes, it can happen in the spring. You can deep clean different areas any time of the year. Some things are more conducive to doing when the weather is nice and you can open the windows and you've got warmer weather, and yeah, it's just a lot easier to do in the spring. And the history of spring cleaning, it's been around for thousands of years. It has been used for religious purposes. There's some ethnic roots as well, and in olden days in Europe, when the weather got warmer and they could open the windows so the dust would go out and they could clean off all the ashes and the soot, because they didn't have to have fires going to heat their homes like they did all winter. And also it was also a little bit cooler still in the spring, so they could open the window, get rid of the dust, and not have to worry about insects getting in too. So I know now my mom always spring cleaned. She would go through her kitchen cabinets at least once a year. She'd take everything out, wipe down all the shelves. She would wash some of the dusty dishes that only got used once or twice a year. And then, she might do a little declutter and put stuff back. I thought everybody spring cleaned, and then I found out that's not the case. So I don't know if you do this or not. Maybe you want to start doing it if you haven't. It's definitely got a lot of good health benefits, both mental and physical. It's always nice to have a nice, refreshing space to be in. Our homes reflect our state of mind and can make you a lot happier. If you have allergies to dust or anything like that, I mean, it's perfect to clear that out. I know anyone that has trouble with breathing, that also is a big benefit to have a clean home to live in. So anyway, without further ado, I will get into the video. I will try and figure out how to put timestamps on things so you can jump ahead to whatever section you want. I've done some room by room things, and I've also done some step by step things, because basically you start at the top and you work your way down, and there's certain things you do in every room, and some things are more specific to certain rooms than other, like many different appliances are different things for you to do. So anyway, here again, without further ado, I'll get into the video, and I will see you at the end. So here in my mudroom, I am going to give it a good clean out. It's kind of a yucky day today, but anyway, I gotta get steam clean this little area rug. Spilled some wine on it. I did give it a rinse off, so you can't really tell too badly where it was. And I did have it hanging outside too, where it was raining. But I am going to steam clean that. I'll give everything a good clean out here. You can see, lots of, dead bugs and, spider webs over there, and lots of dirt and stuff here, and lots of dust and things there. So anyway, that's what the plan is for today. Gonna dust off. I'll be starting at the top, cleaning that out. It's probably got some stuff inside it. I haven't cleaned that out for a while, and then I'm just going to dust off everything else here, and I'll wash the floor after. This was originally, I guess, part of the outside porch, and they kind of enclosed it here. So Anyway, that is what we are doing today. Right, Misha? So I've decided to clean the inside of the windows today here. It's kind of wet and yucky outside, so I'm not going to do outside today. But I figured since I'm doing my spring cleaning here in the mudroom, I might as well at least get all the dust cleaned up and off the windows on the inside. So I started washing the floor here. There's some dried on drywall mud there from when I had some of the windows repaired there. So I'm just giving it a good wash. When that dries, I can start putting things back in. So I finished cleaning out my mudroom area here, and I did a little bit of a declutter as well, and steam cleaned the little area rug. Didn't come out perfectly, so I may give it another go, but good enough for now. At least I got all the cobwebs and dead bugs and things out of here. So I think it's important to keep your entrance area clean and clear, because you're bringing in, you know, good chi when it's clean, right? And it's nice to invite people in and also to come home to a place that looks presentable. Now I have decided, I did have a picture up there I've decided to let go because I don't need it. I'm thinking I'm going to leave those pictures there. Those ones I liked more than the one that was up there, which was just a stock IKEA picture. Doesn't really mean that much to me. But it, you know, otherwise it really hasn't changed much. Has it, Misha? Step 1, spring cleaning. I am up here cleaning off my ceiling fan because I'll be wiping all the dust off here, and some of it might fall down there. I just wanted to mention that for this type of ceiling fan that has one of these underneath it, they can be a catch-all for bugs. There isn't too much in it. There's a couple little fruit flies in there. So I take it right out, and I will wash this out as well before I put it back up. Another thing that I like to spring clean or deep clean, doesn't necessarily have to be in spring, is to wash all my curtains or drapes. Now, you may not be able to wash your drapes. You might only be able to vacuum them. You might be able to do a little spot cleaning if they get a little dirty. But these are perfectly fine to go in the wash. So on another day, when I'm not in the middle of steam cleaning everything, I will do that. So here's another little area that you need to pay attention to when you are spring cleaning or deep cleaning, whenever that happens to be. The tops of blinds and drapes too, but they have tendency to get little bits of cobwebs and dust all along the top of them. Now, obviously I can't wash these blinds, but I am going to take a damp cloth and give them all a wipe down. So this morning I am going to tackle one of my spring cleaning, deep cleaning things to do, which is to steam clean the upholstery and the area rugs. So I've got my steam cleaner down here. It's a Hoover. I'm not sure what model number, but I will try and link that below. And I'm going to start with this unit, and I want to go to the other unit and do that one as well. And depending on how that goes, I might even do some of the area rugs up in my unit. So I decided to bring the chairs in that were around the table, and then the chair that was in the bedroom. And I'm going to do all the smaller pieces first on the carpet to try and minimize the overspray here. My steam cleaner has this great upholstery wand attachment, so that is what I'm going to be using for that. Then I'll do this chair. I'm going to take all the cushions off, do the chair, do the sofa, and finally I will do the area rug, and then I will just have to mop the area around for all the overspray.
I just wanted to show you the dirty water that came out of all the upholstered things. They didn't look dirty, but clearly they did have some deep embedded dirt in them. I've seen a lot worse with some carpets and my car, for example. They tend to get a lot dirtier. But you can imagine, even just regular use throughout the year, dust builds up. And I was actually able to get this out. So I'm going to dump that, and then I'm going to do the carpet. Now, one thing I like to do when I am spring cleaning, as I'd mentioned before, you start at the top and you work your way down. But I like to also dust off all outlets and switches, and I will wipe down baseboards. And I don't typically wash walls down. I know some people do, and I know it's a good idea for people that smoke. If I see cobwebs or anything, definitely I will give everything a good dust down. If there's marks on the wall, dirty marks from something or other, I'll give it a wipe. But I don't know, what do you do? Do you actually wash walls down? Are you that fastidious? For me, I definitely need to do the baseboards. You can see here some little cobwebs and hairs and dust balls are happening in that corner. Corners definitely have to be cleaned out. So I will get at this and then finish vacuuming and washing the floor. I've decided to start my kitchen cabinet clean out in my corner cabinets here. I noticed when I was putting all the platters and bowls away from Christmas dinner that it was getting pretty dusty. I don't know if you can really see that there a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to take everything out of here and clean that out. And I don't know that I'm going to get rid of anything here, but it needs a clean out. So I am going to clean out this cabinet now. I've already moved one of the bowls and a couple other things out of here. But yeah, this one is the dirtiest, like the glass. Let's see, I wiped it off, but it's, because it's right beside the stove. So I will clean it all out, take everything out, give everything a deep clean, wipe it down, get all the grease off it, and also wash the glass so you can see how dirty it is there. Yeah, yuck. So that's why I'm doing this now. So I am going to clean out this cabinet now. I've already moved one of the bowls and a couple other things out of here. But yeah, this one is the dirtiest, like the glass. Let's see, I wiped it off, but it's, because it's right beside the stove. So I will clean it all out, take everything out, give everything a deep clean, wipe it down, get all the grease off it, and also wash the glass so you can see how dirty it is there. Yeah, yuck. So that's why I'm doing this now. So I am going to clean out these drawers now. I'll show you. They're so dirty on the outside here, lots of little splashes and stuff on it. So yeah, I'll give that a good clean on the outside. And as I've already mentioned a gazillion times, I will take everything out and clean up all the little bits and things, and the odd hair that's gone in there. And same in here, but a few little crumbs and things. I don't know that I'll be decluttering too much, if anything, but the whole purpose is just to clean out once a year at least, and it helps to keep things longer and reminds me of what I have. So if I'm not using something, either I'll make a mental note, I've got to start using that thing, or maybe I will consider actually getting rid of it. Cleaning the vent over the stove also needs to be done on a more than yearly basis. But I like, when I'm doing my spring cleaning, I like to do this at the same time, and I may need to do it every couple of months or every few months depending on how much I'm cooking, and because it can get pretty greasy up there. And I also, at least once or twice a year, will take these vents out and wash them in soapy water. So that's okay, of course hard to do with one hand to get it back in there, but yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that is something else that is part of a regular spring cleaning. Another thing that I like to do when I'm spring cleaning, although again, this is not something that is just in the spring, sometimes I'll do it a few times throughout the year, and that is to do a deep cleaning of the stove. This is a self-cleaning oven, so I put that on periodically when it gets really dirty inside, and clean the inside. And of course, I'm always having to do the stove top there as well. And even the electric stoves that I have in my other units, I clean those out as well. The glass top one, sometimes stuff will get burnt on it, and I use a little razor blade to get that off very carefully, but it works. I've already talked about doing your fridge on previous videos, and that needs to be done, I would think, at least once a month, a thorough clean out. Depends on your family. You might need to do it every week. So there's that. And then also, if you have a dishwasher, that also needs to get a deep cleaning every once in a while. You can buy a cleaner to put through, or I've also heard that vinegar works well on that. So yeah, don't neglect your appliances. Of course, the microwave also needs to get done on a regular basis, but since this video is more about spring cleaning, I just thought I would give those a brief mention, so when you're doing your deep cleaning, you don't forget those things. Another thing I realize I need to do for this kitchen deep clean, spring clean, whatever you want to call it, is to wash these cushion covers on my bar stools. One thing that I always forget to do is to clean the filter on the washing machine. In fact, if I'm honest, I have to say that I have never done it. And unfortunately, I just noticed the sign that said do it every 2 months. So that's what I'm going to do. So apparently you have to drain the water from this thing first, and then you just unscrew the filter and clean that out. So I have to put the camera down to do that. So far I've got this much water out, and I'm going to dump that and see how much more comes out. Well, here is the little sign that says please clean the filter once every 2 months, which obviously I did not do. I figured that all that black stuff was ink from a pen, because I did wash a pen once or twice maybe. And also in the back I found an ear plug. So please clean your washing machine filters every 2 months. Don't do what I did. I've cleaned the floor behind or underneath the washing machine, and also this tube here, this hose that goes in there for the drain, had a whole crap load of lint built up in that. So I've got most of it up. I've got a few more spots I'd like to get a little bit better. And yeah, don't do that very often, like maybe once a year here. Anyway, another thing to look for with your deep cleaning. If you have a front loader like this, you need to periodically clean the gasket seal part here, like all kinds of crap gets in it, and that's where a lot of the smell builds up too. Now I started using vinegar instead of fabric softener, and that does help to keep the smell down. But I'm going to be cleaning this out with vinegar and a cloth as well, and we'll get rid of all that extra crap. So I have finished cleaning out the washing machine and put some vinegar around the gasket to get the last little bit out. I also wanted to mention I never have the door completely shut. Usually after I finish washing, I leave it open for a bit, like wide open, so it can dry out, so it doesn't get that musty smell in it. So last thing I have to do here is the floor. I'm going to vacuum it, and then I'm going to give it a good mop if Misha lets me. Here we are again. Yesterday I finished spring cleaning my laundry room, and I decluttered a bunch of things. So I just put a lot of them on here, and then I've got some extra containers and things that I'm not getting rid of, but I got to find another home for them. And plus I've got my winter boots there that I need to clean before I can put them away. But I wanted to spring clean my dining room today, and I need to start by removing all this stuff. Anyway, I am going to get started here and get this all cleared off, and then I can start cleaning. As before, we start with up high, and then we work our way down. And shouldn't take that long because there's not that much in here really. It's a dining room, right? Anyway, the most time I think will be spent just clearing this stuff up. So I finished cleaning these. See how dirty that glove is? There's a little cotton glove. You should always use like cotton gloves like this for cleaning the LCD little light bulbs in there. Do it when the lights are off, or else you'll burn your hands. So that's not good. But yeah. So, and I also use this to dust everything down. I did put some spray cleaner and wipe down inside and out of that, and in between each of these little bar things. So note to self, in the future, I'm not going to buy this kind of light fixture because this is a real pain to clean right down deep in those little tiny grooves. So, and I just used my microfiber cloth to do that. But, okay, so that part's done. Next, I'm going to take everything off of my little corner whatnot here and thoroughly clean it, and put some nice oil on it too. Okay, I've prepared the solution for the Murphy's oil soap. Yeah, it has to be a quarter cup of this concentrated soap with 4 liters of warm water, and I'm just going to use a cloth to clean it all off. And you do not want your cloth to be sopping wet. You just want it to be slightly damp. So that is what I'm going to do over there, and then I'll do the table afterwards too. So I finished cleaning all the upper areas. I even had some cobwebs on the ceiling, and I wiped down the walls in some spots. Of course, I cleaned the mirror, the pictures, all the pictures on my picture rail there, the baseboards, all the way around there. Oh, Misha's missing her dishes. The clock I cleaned. I moved the chairs out of the way here, and I'm going to do a vacuum cleaning next, and I think I'm going to get these rugs steam cleaned as well. And then I will finish cleaning the floor, like mopping and everything like that. But I've decided to get rid of some of my chairs. They're not in the best condition anymore. I think I'll just put them in my yard sale, see if anybody wants them. Might end up giving them away. Who knows? I'll sell them super duper cheap. I'll tell you that, if I do sell them and not get them away. But anyway, I think I'm going to get rid of 4, and I'll keep 4 for now. 2 of them, those 2 I'm keeping. I have 2 other ones in different parts of the house, so I'd like to at least keep sets of 4. I do have an extra 4 chairs in the shop that I can use. They're just metal ones. Until I figure out what I want to do for chairs. I don't know if I want to buy any more furniture since I've decided to downsize. I might just live with what I got until it's time to go. I had to go and buy some more lemon oil here. I love using that on real wood furniture. It really does help to keep it moisturized so it doesn't dry out and get all cracked and everything like that. And this is not a once a year type of thing to do. I like to use this at least once a month actually, if not every week. Depends on the humidity level in your home, how much you really should be using it. I think you'll just have to judge what works for you or what doesn't. You can kind of see when the wood starts getting dried out. But yeah, so I've done this, and I will carry on. Today I am going to spring clean my bathroom. Now, I did a regular cleaning just a couple of days ago, so I am not going to be doing that. I mean, obviously you're going to be cleaning your toilet, your sink, and your tub on a regular basis, at least once a week, maybe more if you've got boys, because you know what they do. Or if you've got kids, it depends on how often you use it, obviously, but as a general rule of thumb, I like to do it at least once a week. And yeah, so my deep cleaning part is not really including the regular cleaning. So starting with the top and working my way down, I'll clean out that fan, which I'll show you in a moment, and then I will clean my light fixture up there and work my way down. As I said, I already did a good clean a few days ago, so I did dust off everything, even gave the windows a good wipe, but I'm not doing a thorough window cleaning today. When it gets a little bit warmer, I'll do that so I can open the windows, and I'll do the outside of them as well. One thing I like to do in the bathroom for my spring cleaning is to take this vent grid off and wash it out. And if there's any dust on the fan blades inside, I give those a wipe as well. This is what was inside this vent grill. Seems we've got a couple of bugs there, a moth and not sure what, oh, 2 moths. 2 moths, that's what that is. Okay, I will get at cleaning that out. While I'm up here, I'm also going to thoroughly clean off the light fixture here. And I'll probably even I might even take these glass sections off and wash them. I don't know, we'll see. Might be easier to actually get the dust that's right down in there. And this right inside there, if I take that off. So I've taken off one of these covers here, and I'll do that with all the other ones because you can see all this dust in here that needs to come out. So I will clean all that off. On this side of the bathroom, I will also be wiping off the shower curtain rod there. Now I finished cleaning out the vanity here. I like to keep my hairbrushes and things in these little containers because never fails. There's always going to be tons of little hairs that come off your hairbrushes, and that really helps to keep the drawers clean. Although, amazingly enough, you know, even so, you get some hairs and dust all over everything. So this was a good good time to take everything out, wipe everything, wipe all the drawers and the cabinets in here as well, all that stuff in there. And I decluttered a few things that had expired and just put things back here. So, oh, and I also restocked the toilet paper, which is nice and handy beside the toilet. So anyway, another thing I can cross off my list. Another area in the bathroom that you might want to do a deep clean of at least once a year is cleaning the grout. And I have found that using the gel toilet bowl cleaner works really well on that. You put the gel on, you let it sit for at least 15 minutes before you take it off. You may have to do a little bit of scrubbing if it's a heavily soiled area, but you know, it really does a fantastic job. Now finally, I have got to spring clean the guest room, and all the bedrooms pretty much same procedure. You start at the top. I took the glass part out and cleaned that out. Actually, it was pretty clean. I didn't have any bugs in that one. But then this is my guest room, so my son and other guests do not come here that often anymore. But yeah, so you start at the top, light fixture, you know, tops of the curtains, curtain rods, that type of thing. Pictures, dust off all the other stuff that's out. A few little pieces of decor. I don't have much in here. And then I have another picture there. And I actually cleaned out the closets here. There's not much in here. So that's there. And the other one is where I keep my extra air conditioners. So they're still there for the summer. Of course, I cleaned all this area off, and including the chair, dusted everything off, and cleaned the window. So the one thing I can recommend though, when you are doing your bedrooms, is you want to rotate your mattress, even if you can't flip it over. And a lot of the mattresses that we have today cannot be flipped over like in old days. But if you just rotate them so the one side doesn't get worn down all the time. Yeah, and I'll be doing that for sure in my room. This one isn't used as much, so haven't really needed to do that yet. But if there's drawers to go through, and I'll clean them out. These are pretty much empty anyway. They're for guests, right? So I think that's about all I have to say about bedrooms. Here we are in my linen closet, and I think it's important to spring clean in here as well. Linen closets, utility closets, extra storage rooms, plus your own closets. Take everything out, dust off any shelves, declutter, get rid of things that you're not using, and then put things back in a way that makes sense to you. Well, if you've made it to the end of the video, then I thank you for watching. If you liked this video or found any of the information helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do so. I would love to have you. So I will hopefully see you in the next one.